Hello everyone. So, as you can tell from the title of the video, I decided to hop on today and answer a question that I've been getting asked quite a bit. Before I get started, I do want to apologise. Right next to my house there's like a daycare centre, so you can hear kids having fun and or fighting. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And also there is a major event happening today, and so there's helicopters up above me, which I did not anticipate for, but I didn't post on Monday. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that I'm sick at the moment, and my husband's sick at the moment. We're hoping it's not what it might be, but I just felt really bad on Monday and just didn't feel like filming, so I didn't. But I really didn't want to miss today, so here I am, despite all the noise. But yeah, so I wasn't going to answer this question. I kind of had gone back and forth on it in my head because, like, I hope you can understand that my privacy is really important to me. My anonymity is really important to me. Sorry, I've got a coffee here that I'm going to drink because I need coffee. Yeah, right, so my anonymity is really important to me, and I felt that if I were answering this question, I might be, I don't know, opening the door to questions I maybe don't want to answer about where I live, where I'm from, but I also felt like, oh my god, I think that there's a bird nesting in my attic. Anyway, at least it's a cute bird. But I didn't want to do that just yet. So, but that being said, it is something that's been asked a lot of me, and I do feel like I'd rather just answer it outright than, I don't know, just keep confusing people, I guess. That being said, I would like to do a Q&A at some point once I hit like a certain milestone, maybe 500. We'll see. But if you have questions, maybe drop them below. I'll keep track, and we can talk about maybe doing that down the line. I don't know. I'll think about it. I might answer some questions, but the question, obviously, sorry, is do I have an accent? I just want to say, first of all, that question, if you're going to ask someone that question, maybe consider phrasing it differently than just asking, do you have an accent? And this is like no offense to anyone who's asked me that, but people who are American can ask that question like that as if they themselves don't have an accent. And Americans do have accents. They have American accents, and even more than that, they have like localized American accents depending on where they're from. So to ask someone, do they have an accent? I mean, the question is yes, everyone has an accent. So the question, I think, more accurately is, am I American or am I not American? And the answer is yes. Sorry, I've got the giggles because this is like, I'm really nervous talking about this, but I am American, but I have not always lived in America. I was born in America and I lived in America for a lot of my life, but I also lived in Ireland for a lot of my life. So that's why I can sound sometimes American and sometimes Irish, and why it can be hard to tell which one I am. Sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah, okay, good. My mic was giving out earlier. I just wanted to make sure that it was still on. But I, technically speaking, am bi-dialectical, which means that I can speak in two different accents, and both of them feel comfortable to me, and both of them feel natural to me, and both of them are like my real accent, if that makes sense. So the accent that I grew up with was an American accent, specifically like a Western American accent. I won't say where exactly I'm from, but one of the Western states. And then I lived in Ireland for a long time, and so I have an Irish accent too. The accent that because I know probably people are going to ask me this, the accent that I speak sort of day to day in is this one I'm speaking in now, which I would say is sort of a mid-Atlantic Irish accent. It's the one that I've been speaking in for years now. It's not fake, I don't put it on, it's just how my voice sounds. I'm not the only person who has bi-dialectical Two like really famous examples would be Scott Barrowman and Gillian Anderson, both of whom have both like a UK accent and an American accent. So John Barrowman, I think he's Scottish and American, and Gillian Anderson I think is English and American. Apologies if she's Welsh. But even within Ireland, there's a million different accents, and mine is probably the most similar to a Dublin accent, like maybe a South Dublin accent. But my husband's from Cork, so I can say some things in like sort of a Cork way as well. So I hope that sort of like gives some clarity to people on like where I'm from and why I sound the way I do, and like why I use my voice, like one accent for some videos and a different accent for other videos, and it kind of just depends on my mood and like what character I'm playing. And also just for a while I think I was swapping back and forth a lot because I wanted to, I don't know, confuse people. Not in a mean way, just like I didn't want anyone to know where I am. That sounds really dark. And like, look, I really am so thankful for all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I know there's not like a huge number of people following me yet, but I see every single person who subscribes and it means so much to me. And so I do feel like I owe a bit of transparency. So that's my spiel. Anyway, since we were talking about accents to begin with, I thought it might be fun if I did the accent challenge, but I did it ASMR style. So I'll do some like whispers and like side to side shit. But I'll do it in both my accents. So I'll say the word once in my Irish accent and then I'll say it in my American accent. Maybe the other way around. I don't know. We'll see. And then you can let me know down below if there's any other words that you want me to do in like a second part video. And I also have the accent challenge questions that I'll answer, but I'll answer it for both America and for Ireland, because I thought that'd be an interesting way to like sort of explain bidialectalism. I only know this term because I've had so many people ask me that I had to go look it up. The term is called bidialecticalism. But yeah, okay, so I'll just get started right now. I'm just gonna check my mic one more time. Okay, we're still good, it's still on. Okay, so there's a million words here. I probably won't read, well, fuck it, I'll just read them all, who cares? But I'm gonna go through them pretty fast, so we're not here all day. So I'll do American first, and then I'll do Irish. And just so you can hear, this is my American accent. This is what I sound like when I'm talking with my American accent. So this is the accent that I'd often speak in talking to my family or talking to my friends. This is the accent I grew up speaking with, and it's a lot less consonants, a lot more dropping of syllables, a lot higher pitched, maybe more nasally, but I tend to kind of like only use this one if I'm like speaking to other people from like where I'm from, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It probably freaks you out. I know it makes people feel really weird when I do that. Anyway, so I'm just gonna read through them and I'll try and be a little bit more calm and whispered and all that. Okay, so let's go. So American first, then Irish. Okay, the first word is wash. 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 And now Irish. Wash. Just kidding. Wash. 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 It's very similar to that one. Oil. 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 Now Irish. Again, a lot of these are going to be similar. The Irish accents and American accents are very similar. Oil. 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 Theater. 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 And Irish. Theater. 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 Data. 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 In Irish. Data. 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 One thing I really like about Irish accents is they have this very soft t sound. You'll hear it in a few words, but they'd say, instead of saying 8, they'd say 8. 8. I just think it's like a really nice, it's a lovely soft sound. Anyway. Crayon. 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 Cran. 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 Ruin. 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 Rune. 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 Not everyone in Ireland and not everyone in America are going to say these words the exact same way I do, so don't come for me in the comments. This is just how I talk. Spitting image. 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 The spitting image. Spitting image. Spitting image. Spitting image. Spitting image. Spitting image. Toilet. This is bloody ridiculous. Alright, toilet. 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 Syrup. Love syrup. Syrup. We elves try to stick to the 4 basic food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup. 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 I don't even know how I say this in Irish. Syrup? Syrup, I suppose. Syrup. Yeah, syrup. 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 Aunt versus aunt. In America, I'd say aunt, like my aunt Mary, my aunt Tony, my aunt Rhonda. But in Ireland, I'd say aunt. So that's a pretty I'm just gonna skip that one. Caramel. 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 Versus caramel. 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 That's my tummy, sorry. Caramel. Okay, got a bit off here. Water. It's probably the most different one. Water. 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 Versus washer. water, 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 water. Again. That's my kid's favorite word. Again. 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 Or again. Again. And 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 again. Both. Or I'd say both. No, I wouldn't. Some people in Ireland don't say their THs, they say T instead. Like 1, 2, 3. I don't say that. Both. I think I say that the same. Coupon. I say coupon. I'm weird, I know, but I say coupon. And in Ireland, I say coupon. Caught. Like, I caught COVID. We're gonna see, I guess. We're still waiting on some test results. Caught. Just kidding. Where I'm from, we don't say the T's at the end of our words. Caught. And in Ireland, I say caught. Envelope. You know, put an envelope. Got this letter from an envelope. And in Ireland, I think I just say envelope. Like very posh. Envelope. Garage. Americans say garage, basically exclusively. Garage. And a garage in America is where you park your cars, or if your car breaks down, it's where you bring it to get fixed. In Ireland, it's called a garage. And your garage is like where you get the fuel you put in your car, the petrol or the diesel. That's a garage. So it's different. Very confusing for Americans. So that's some of the words. I don't really want to read every single one of them because I have a life. Just kidding, I love y'all. I just can't stand here forever. So I'm going to answer the questions as well. There's 10 questions. So the first question: what's it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? In America we call that TPing. I don't know if there's a term for that in Ireland, but we do call it toilet roll rather than toilet paper most of the time. So there's that. These questions are clearly written by Americans, just to say as well. Very obvious. So, what's the bug? Again, American. In Ireland you'd say insect, but that when you touches it curls into a ball. In America I'd call that a roly-poly. Roly-poly. In Ireland I'd call that a woodlouse. There's a million different terms for that, even in America. What's a bubbly carbonated drink called? Where I'm from we call it a soda. In Ireland they call that a mineral a lot of the time. Not everyone. People do say soda, but some people, they still call it a mineral, which I think is supposed to come from mineral water. I'm not totally sure. What do you call gym shoes? In America I call them sneakers. In Ireland I call them runners, because you're running them. Don't know why we call them sneakers, because you don't sneak them. I don't know, didn't make the rules. What do you say to address a group of people? In America I say y'all. I really like y'all. It's really gender inclusive. It's quick and to the point, and you can say all y'all of. It's just an easy word. It's nice to say. In Ireland, it kind of depends on where you're from. In Cork, you might say ye. So when you say ye, people think that it's like, oh, you. It's not you, it's you plural. So ye. What did ye do last night? Not what did you do last night. What did you all do last night? What did ye do last night? But like I said, I'm not from Cork. I mostly lived in Dublin, and in Dublin, very often people say use. So just you with an S at the end. Use. What did yous do last night? I kind of like that one. It's quite good. What do you call a spider with small body and long legs? You call it a daddy long legs. And I really like them. I think they're super cute. What do you call your grandparents? So my son has one set of Irish grandparents and one set of American grandparents. He calls his American grandparents grandma and grandpa. And he calls his Irish grandparents granny and granddad. Although my stepdaughter has one set of Irish grandparents and one set of English grandparents, and she calls hers granny and granddad, or nanny and bay, which I think is also really cute. Grandpa Bay. What do you call the wheeled contraption at the grocery store? In America, I call it a shopping cart. A cart. In Ireland, I would call that a trolley. Interesting fun fact about Ireland. Your groceries, you can say groceries, and people mostly do, but you can also call them the messages. The messages. I think that's very interesting. What do you call it when it's sunny and raining? Fox's wedding. It's called a fox's wedding. I don't even know if that's Irish or American. I just call it a fox's wedding. What do you change the TV with? The remote. So yeah, that's what you change the TV with. I don't even know if there's a particular term in Ireland for that. I know some people call it a clicker. I don't know if it's Ireland or America. I can get these confused a lot between the two of them, where the words I use come from. Thankfully, the people closest to me seem to understand, but I can definitely get them mixed up a little bit. Anyway, so that's the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that this answered questions for some people who may have been a little bit confused. My mic is still on. We're all good. Again, I apologise for the noise. It's a loud day, but I really wanted to drop in and say hi, and hopefully I'll be feeling better soon and can do some more bigger projects. But I do want to say as well, thank you to everyone who watched The Painter's Apprentice 2 last week. I hopefully will have 3 in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I had a really good time. Alright, again, drop any questions you have below, or any other words you'd like me to try saying in my 2 different accents. And I will see you guys on Friday.